Welcome to your spring-loaded power dial tutorial. Located at the top of the frame, the power dial controls the intensity of your spring power and can be dialed up or down on demand. Turning the power dial forwards, towards your toes, increases spring power. At a higher spring power, the brace will feel more taut. You will want a high spring power when you are performing knee bends, loading your knee, or when you are experiencing knee pain. Turning the power dial backwards, towards your heels, decreases spring power. A reduced level of spring power will feel like a slackened brace, with less tension at the hinges. You will want a low spring power when you are doing light activities like standing or walking. Before watching this video, be sure to complete brace setup as shown in the spring-loaded OA setup video. After you've got your brace on, sized your padding and straps, it's time to familiarize yourself with the power dial. To get started, get into a seated position and turn the power dial forward, towards your toes. If your legs are bent, you'll notice that it's difficult to turn the dial. If this is the case, extend your leg and then turn the dial forwards. By turning the dial towards the toes, we are increasing spring power. Next, rise from seated position and pay attention to the amount of kickback you feel from the brace. Is it easier than usual to rise from this position? And is there less pain? Squat slightly to get a sense of how strong the spring power is. If it's difficult to bend your legs, turn the power dial towards your heels. With slightly less spring power, see how it feels to lower back into seated position. For walking, you'll want a setting that minimizes pain without interfering with your gait. To test this, get up from seated position and, without touching the dial, take a couple steps forward. You might notice that the amount of tension in your brace currently interferes with a natural walking gait. Turn the dial towards your heels to decrease the amount of tension and see how that affects your ability to move with ease. Loading the knee includes any activity that applies added pressure to the joint, like squatting, taking the stairs, and lifting objects. For any of these activities, turn the power dial forward to increase spring power. As you bend your knee, the spring will absorb some of the forces that are being applied to your joint. When you extend your leg, the spring will return that energy to your knee, providing a boost of power. On-demand customization means you can adjust the power dial whenever and wherever you are. The right amount of spring power will provide pain relief without compromising your ability to move naturally and comfortably. And since knee pain can change based on your activity, the strength of your leg muscles, and the status of your knee condition, you can expect to continue fine-tuning the spring power throughout the day and your lifetime of brace wear. You may drive while wearing your spring-loaded brace. However, for your safety, be sure to turn the power dial to its lowest setting before driving. Do this by rotating the dial towards your heels until it cannot turn anymore. As you continue familiarizing yourself with the power dial, you will gain a better sense of the right amount of spring power for your different activities. If you have any questions regarding the power dial or the right amount of spring power to use, contact your bracing specialist who will be happy to assist you.